With Oyster Bar police station in Tanzania has today broken his silence on what transpired during the 8 days he was illegally held. Speaking at the Vocal Africa offices in Nairobi, he recounted chilling details of his ordeal, describing how he was held incommunicado, interrogated and denied his basic rights. He says his illegal detention left him traumatized but determined to expose what he calls a gross violation of human rights.
Calls cannot go out. Okay, so resultingly, then you're held in silence. While I was there in the room, all you could hear after the elections were the standard bullets, tear gas, canisters. I think we've had a lot of those here in Kenya. You know what's the difference between one and the other. I was in Dar es Salaam. On the 31st, things go quiet. The bullets kind of stop. Where I am, I'm able to peep outside the gate and there isn't much. And I think, okay, fine. It doesn't seem like it's as noisy as it was yesterday. Why don't I make a move back to Kenya? I find means to get to the airport and book a ticket to find my way back to Kenya. At the time, all petrol stations had been closed or shut down. There was only one petrol station that was working, which is owned by the army. So people were not moving. Of course, having shut down all petrol stations, there isn't fuel. With the internet off, Bolt is also not working. So you're left with two options. You either take a Bajaj or a piki-piki. So I get to a place where there's a barrier. It's the army. My view is that it's the army. Of course, as you expect, the army is there to protect you. Yeah. While there, cops who are in plain clothes ask for passport. In my mind, you have every document, everything is fine. They ask to check my suitcase, everything is fine. And then they make you stand to the side. Subsequently, about an hour later, so they keep my passport for an hour. During this time, they also took my phone but handed it back. During this time, I can chat my family. I'm telling them we have a small stop by the army because there isn't much. And I have all my documents. So about an hour later, a police car comes. And that's when things escalate. And they escalated in about 5 minutes. It was very quick. They come, stop us there, stand, and then they're handed the passports. The passport here, and then the guy cocks his gun and comes to me and tells me, get into the car. So I get into the car, then puts me in a blindfold. So at that point I'm thinking, why are you in the car? Yeah, in the car. I'm thinking, am I a terrorist? Why am I being held like this? I mean, I have all my documents. Next, we're taken to a police station, during which period we asked to frog jump into the police station, which was rather interesting. And after being taken to the police station, that's when a bit of the beatings were given. So you're asked, lala kifudi-fudi, so you sleep flat. They beat you up. At that point, they're beating everyone up. You don't even understand why you're being beaten up. They take us to the CID's office. The CIDs are more than happy to see that it's a foreigner, more specifically that it's a Kenyan. So they all stop their work and come to see. And much later is when you learn that the news that had gotten to the police station was that there are Kenyans who were part of the protests who were running away. Right? That's the news that was shared back. So we tried explaining ourselves. They had our passports. They go through and realize we have no mistakes. We have no problems. So they ask us to write our statements. We write our statements. I indicate everything, why I'm there, what I'm doing. Then we head back down to the CID's office, and shortly after, we are moved between policeman to policeman. And finally, the fourth Afande opened the door to a basement, and I thought, oh my, this is it. And that happened to be the door to the police cell. We start realizing pretty quickly that there are too many people in the cell first. During the count, so the cell is about 16 square meters, and during the count we realized we were 76 people in the cell. And given Jerusalem's temperature, it's hot, it's boiling. Yeah? Jerusalem used to get to about 36 degrees at night, so it's boiling. The food that used to come, as we realized much later, was food that was brought by, so it was food that was left in the mess. Okay, so it wasn't enough. Yes, exactly. So it's called dong. So it's just enough to fit the palm of your hand. And the beatings used to come for people who were being interrogated. So if you're being interrogated, you'd get injured. In the cell in the cell, there were people who had severe wounds. 2 of them still had the bullets inside the bodies, which it was devastating to see. In addition to that, we also noticed that it wasn't an attack on Kenyans, right? It was almost every nationality that borders. So we had many Malawians, many Burundians, Ugandans in there. There were also children in there. I think the youngest child I saw was either 11 or